seed, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. The trophy might look like an egg, but you better not be fragile. You better have a hard shell if you're going to come out in this one, guys.
And the three of us have called this game in the past. We've been in the stadiums. We've felt the hate between Mississippi and Mississippi State, right, David?
It's real, man. It's so cool to see. It's so important to both sides. Handling the emotion early will be a big deal.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Coming after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Rebels! Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts. Mississippi State went into a touchdown. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
And the ball squirted out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
The offense starts with a short field. He leaves it with his back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Mississippi. Pull out the punt unit. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. Touchdown, Rebels! How about that special teams play? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around. And a sack all the way back at the 5. On the play.
This defense early in this game, guys, they've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking in front of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Paul, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The first down sack pushes the ball back to this long second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Tackled there by the defense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They try to get it outside on the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll run it from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how...
Oh, look out! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear. He got the long touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and slide.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Mississippi State, 0.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when you're off it...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Todd. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Quickly complete.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there. Down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That Lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's back to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They want to throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And how about the kicking game coming up with a play? Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to throw on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? A 3rd and long coming up here. The inside handoff. Running with power. They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You've got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dances away from the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And these offenses get in a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Dialing up a second down pass play. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by about 100 miles battling here in the Egg Bowl, you know emotions tend to run high.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. He lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go right back to him. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll throw on third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced. The Hottie-Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Paul?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to... time around, erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Kennedy. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move from inside his 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard to help out the Oak. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
They'll try to run it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And decision coming up, but you know what you're going to do. The ball's on the 1-yard line. You go make your decision, stay aggressive, get after it.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the tailback. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Heavy goat.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. This team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Hey, Earn on a goose flank.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Now on 2nd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, what a move!
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to